All right, sentencing expected today for Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller, the Marine who spoke out against the Afghanistan withdrawal debacle. Scheller pleading guilty to 6 charges, including conduct unbecoming an officer. Our next guest calls the ordeal a testament to how frustrated our service members really are with the Biden administration's chaotic pullout. Let's bring in retired Special Forces Green Beret Derrick Andersen. Derrick, thanks for being here this morning. And you've got a big announcement, I think. We'll get to that in a moment. But you've done 6 overseas tours: Iraq, Afghanistan, multiple other places. You've been in the thick of it. When you saw Lieutenant Colonel Scheller say what he said, and then the fallout now, he's pleading guilty and saying, hey, I want an honorable discharge, I don't want any jail time. What do you make of the whole thing?
Yeah, Pete, you know, our service members have an obligation to comply with certain rules and regulations as it pertains to their exercise of their First Amendment right to freedom of speech. And, you know, the colonel here didn't comply with that, but I think there's something deeper here. And I think it's a testament of how our service members and our veterans are feeling right now. And they're angry and they're disappointed and they're upset with the Biden administration and how they handled the withdrawal. And I think the Marine Corps colonel's situation here and his comments after the fact are an example of that. And I think our service members and veterans are also upset and frustrated with the Biden administration because they're not answering the question of what the way forward is in Afghanistan. And if you look back at Afghanistan and how it was pre-9/11, you look at Afghanistan as an open feeding ground for terrorist activity. And the Biden administration has essentially handed it over back to the Taliban and hasn't had any oversight or what have you with them. And I think, as we say in the military, our 50-meter target is we need to get in good graces with our allies that we abandoned when we withdrew from Afghanistan. I think we also need to ensure that China isn't becoming a dominant power there, because right now they're taking advantage of Afghanistan militarily and economically. And lastly, we've got to get our intelligence back on the ground and seeing what and who is operating in the environment. But right now with the Biden administration, I just think there's an inherent lack of leadership, and it's not going to happen right now. Well,
absolutely. You mentioned frustration with Afghanistan, Derrick. And full disclosure, we served together in the Army National Guard as well. I've gotten to know you, great guy. That frustration for you has turned into a big announcement and a next mission. What is it, Derrick?
Yeah, Pete, I'm here today to announce my run for Congress in Virginia's 7th Congressional District, which is in Central Virginia and is held currently by a Democrat, Abigail Spanberger. And like you said, Pete, I spent 10+ years in the Army as an infantryman and a Special Forces Green Beret with overseas deployment to Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places throughout the Middle East. And my Green Berets and I fought the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS firsthand. And I can tell you that the catalyst for me for running for Congress was watching the botched and failed withdrawal in Afghanistan. And the lack of leadership from the Biden administration during and the lack of accountability since, it minimizes the sacrifices our service members and their families made over 20 years. And I've also had to watch Abigail Spanberger fail to live up to the promises she made to the constituents of Virginia 7. And she's been on the wrong side of every issue and in lockstep with Nancy Pelosi and the progressive Democrats in Washington since she's taken office. And she has not best served the people of Virginia 7. So I spoke with my family and my friends, and I decided that I was going to run for Congress to continue my service to this country and to lead and serve the people of Virginia 7 the way they deserve.
I have absolutely no doubt, Derrick, you will be a formidable candidate. Congratulations on the announcement. We're glad you did it right here on Fox and Friends. By the way, the website for his campaign, DerrickAndersonForVA.com. Go check him out, the real deal. Derrick, good luck. Appreciate you starting out with us.
Thanks for having me, Pete.